Hello and welcome once again to the Tech Explorers channel. This is a follow-up video on Grey.co, all right, a payment platform that allows us to send and receive money from international clients. Okay, so in our previous video, we talked about how to create an account on Grey.co platform. If you're yet to see that video, you want to check on the description below of this particular video, and that is the part one of this very video. Okay, so you want to pause this one right now, head over to that part one, watch through to see how we arrived at this very particular juncture, right? So you can flow with us. So in this second part, we will be talking about the platform as a whole. I'll be taking us through the platform, the different things you could do with the platform, and whatever it is that you may need to know about the platform. I'll be showing us right here. So first off, why am I doing this video? I got a mail. Okay, if you remember in the first edition of this video, or the first part of this video, we created an account, we submitted all our documents, which was supposed to be the know your customer process that can verify our account so that we can begin to use our account. All right, so I got an email, and I'll be showing us what that email looks like. The email states that my KYC has been approved. So let me quickly head over to my email and show us what that is. All right, so I am presently in the email section, and this was the email I received that your KYC has been approved. If you remember and you followed us through the first video, you remember what I said, that your document can either be rejected or approved. And if it is approved, like in my case, then kudos to you, you're good to go. All you need to do next is to go over to the platform and begin to request for your account details. All right. So we'll head over to the platform right now and see other things that can be done. All right, so once again, we are back to the dashboard of our Grey.co platform. All right, this is our account on Grey.co. You'll see at the beginning here, we are at the home section, and the home section holds our balances. It can also be called a dashboard. All right, on the dashboard, you get to see your balances. You can also get to see some very quick actions that you can take without necessarily going through all these categories. We'll still be going through this to see exactly what we have in there. But in this section, we have our quick sections where you can send money quickly to another Grey user, where you can create your Grey tag so that somebody could pay you on Grey using just a link that will be created for you. You can also create a foreign account, all right, and can send money from your balance. Presently, we do not have any money in our balance, and though this is a place tag or a place value for our supposed account, these accounts do not necessarily have any account details attached to them yet that is visible to us. All right. However, somebody could actually send money to you using just your email with which you registered or you opened an account on Grey. However, for you to see your account details, you actually need to request for them, and I'll be showing us exactly how to request for our account details on Grey.co. Something else I want to quickly show us is that you can actually get to know the current rate or exchange rate, currency exchange rate on Grey.co. The good news about Grey.co is that for countries like Nigeria, where they have the CBN rate and we have the black market rate, you can actually get to know what the black market rate is through this very platform. It may not be exactly the same as what the Aboki guys, okay, we call them the Aboki guys, the Bureau de Change exchangers, all right, the guys that run that business. It may not be the exact rate at which they change theirs that you'll be getting here, but this is the closest you can actually get to what you will get in a physical Bureau de Change, all right? So what you want to do is to head over to where you have see your rates. Once you click on it, it typically shows you exactly what the current rate in the black market rate is. All right, just as you can see here in my country, Nigeria, it says that 1 USD to Nigeria is about 736.3 naira. All right. You can also head over to where you can change the currency to suit your own country need. Okay. Another thing you can actually do to get similar thing is to scroll all the way down. If you scroll down, you see here is recent transaction, there's nothing here, but scroll further down and you can see rate calculator. Okay, so you could actually calculate your currency exchange from this very calculator here. All you need to do is just input the value of the currency that you want to change. Say for instance, I want to change 100 US dollars to naira. Okay, and what would that give me? You can see 100 US dollars to naira will give me, this is 1 US dollars to naira, will give me 73,630 naira. All right. So what does this mean? That if I have 100 US dollars in my Grey.co account, let's say I have 100 US dollars here, I can actually convert it. I can convert it to naira right on this very platform. Okay, I can actually convert it to naira, and to do that, I just have to simply click on this, click on the US dollars account, and you see where you have swap USD. Okay, once you click on swap USD, it will take you to the currency exchange. Here you put in the value of the currency you want to swap, all right? And then you also choose which currency you want to swap to. Say for instance, right here, I want to swap USD, okay? Here, I want to swap it to say Naira, all right? And you can see the exchange will be populated for me. And mind you, this is not fixed. It changes according to the market rate, all right? So here I will simply put in how much I want to change, even though I don't have any right now, but this is what I'll be getting. You'll be charged a certain fee. All right. In my case, I do not have any fund here right now, so it's showing that I do not have any fund. This is what I will actually be getting once I am charged $1 for this fee. Okay, so you confirm, and once you're done, you proceed, and then it takes you to the conversion. So once it is perfectly converted, you will see your money. Once you go back to your home section, all right, you will see your money moving from this very account to your Naira account, all right? So that is how you can actually swap currencies right on the Grey platform. The same applies to swapping between USD and Great Britain pounds, or between Great Britain pounds and euros, and so on and so forth. All right. So that said, other things that you can actually do is to request for your bank details, because like I said, your bank details is yet to be visible to you, even though an external person or a Grey user can actually pay into your US dollar account, or your Great Britain pounds account, or your euros account, or your Naira account through your email. Okay, the email with which you registered on this platform. Once a Grey user have that email, they could send you money via that email. And how can you do that? Let's assume I'm a Grey user, I want to send money to another Grey user. I simply click on send money to the Grey user. All right. Once I click on that, I'll fill in all these details. What do I want to send? How much? What currency? I'll choose that. Here I will decide what is the username of the person. Okay, the username of the person is very crucial. In this case, let me quickly go back. This is the username, Roslyn. All right, so I can go back here and just type at Roslyn if I have it, at Roslyn, and that should populate the person's name. You can see, is this the person's name? If this is not the person's name, you want to check for the person's name to be sure that this is the name that you want to send the money to. All right. And you may want to ask very quickly, what is actually required here is your username, not your email. Okay, just as you can see here, your username. So how do you get a username? You can quickly head over to this section here where you have create my Grey tag. Click on create my Grey tag and choose a Grey tag that has not been used. So in this case, I can go ahead and choose Roslyn and see if it's available. You see that Roslyn has been taken. All right, so I can go ahead and still use the a combination of the name, all right, and the son name. Let's say something like this. Once it is available, you would see that it is available, all right. You see that it's available, and it will show up here that this Grey tag is available. If it is available, you click on create gray tag. All right, sorry about this pop-up. Once that has been created, you click on OK. Got it. Okay, now if a gray user wants to send you money, all they need to do is to impute your username. So in this case, I'll impute this username, and as soon as you input the username, Gray would automatically pop up the name, okay, according to what you have right there. Let me quickly confirm that. Okay, yeah, I'm getting an error here because I cannot be sending money to myself. That is what this error is popping up, okay? But whatever it means, that is how you can create a tag, and this is how you can send money to a fellow Gray user without necessarily having their bank account details, okay? Just send the money directly to their own Gray. It saves you cost because you will not be charged any fee. So once you are able to get their Gray tag, okay? Once you get their Gray tag, say for instance, this person here, once you get their Gray tag, okay, this person doesn't have a gray tag yet, but once you get a gray tag, you would automatically see their recipient name here. So you can go ahead and then choose what wallet, okay, the recipient wallet that you want to impute the money into. Let's do something practical. So let's say I'm going to send this money to Rosalie. The name has been populated here. I can choose what wallet. Is it Great Britain wallet, Euro wallet, USD wallet, or is person Nigerian that I want to send into their Nigerian balance? Let's say I want to send a Nigerian balance, okay? So if I'm sending in dollars, this is the exchange rate. So I want to send, let's say, $10, all right? Even though I don't have funds yet. So this is what the person will be receiving. And you can see it costs about 10 cents to do this. All right. So I'll just impute a description, let's say free money, for instance, and then I confirm and then I proceed. Okay. Once this is done, the person will receive their own money. Usually, I think you would be charged because you are converting between currencies. But if it were to be the same currency, let's see if that would cost us anything. If it were to be the same currency, for instance, what would that cost us? You can see it's free because you are sending the same currency to the recipient. So you will not be charged anything. But if the currency needs to be changed from one currency to another, you'll be charged for that conversion. All right. So that is basically how you can send money to another great user very quickly. You can also send money from your balance to an external person. In that case, you will need their bank details. So you can either send money using Greyco, a save beneficiary. I'll show you how to save beneficiary so that you can send money to them very frequently or very often, or you can send to a new recipient. All right. Either of these two, you will need the bank details of the person. Okay, you will need the bank details of the person. If it's a US bank account, you have to get the full bank details of the person. Enter their bank number, their account number, and whatever it is that has to do with their bank, the SWIFT code, and everything, the sort code, everything that has to do with identifying that bank, because this is an international transfer. Okay, this also applies when you are sending money to your own domiciliary account, perhaps your local domiciliary account in your own country. All right, you need to get all these details imputed so that you can receive your money, because it is, like I said, an international transfer. So once you get all these details, put them in, you can either save as a new recipient so that whenever you want to send money to the same person, you don't need to put in all this information again. The person will automatically be saved as a beneficiary. All right. And then once you're done, you confirm and then you proceed and your money will go through. All right. So that is how you can send money to an international account. Okay. That is outside the Gray platform. Having said that, let's head over to other things that we need to get right straight up. So this is how you can actually order for your bank details. You want to know your bank details, there are two ways you can go about that. You can either go through the account and report section, or simply by clicking on this home section of the different currencies. So let's say I want to get my Great Britain pounds account details, because currently Gray does not support US dollars. Not because they do not support it, but they are actually undergoing some upgrade as at the time of this recording. Okay, the date of today is the 27th day of April 2023. All right, 2023. As at the time of this recording, Grey does not support US dollars account because they are undergoing, or their platform is undergoing an upgrade. Okay, all you can do right now is, if somebody already has a US dollars in their own Grey account, they can send to you. Okay, I even actually doubt that that will go through because of the upgrade going on. However, whatever you can actually do is with other account details, and I'll be showing us how to go about that. So let's check out the Great Britain pounds, okay, account. So here you can actually send and you can swap, but you cannot make deposits. All right, you can send, you can swap, but you cannot make deposits. But for USD, I think you can actually make deposits. You can see you can make deposits from different sources. All right, you can select payment method. You want to make deposit via bank transfer. All right, I think that is the only option that is available in this case. All right, but you may not be needing all these anyway. For euros account, you can only send out euros or swap euros. For naira account, which can actually apply to your own local currency if you are not in Nigeria, you can make deposit, you can send, and you can also swap. All right. So how do you request for your bank account details? Like I said, two different ways. If it is a naira account, from the home section, you want to go over to the naira, all right, and then scroll down and click on request naira account, all right, and then you'll be asked to confirm that this information is correct. Once it is correct, you click on get naira account, and then your account will be processed. As soon as it is processed, your account will show up, just as you can see right on my screen. Okay, right on my screen. The same thing applies. You can still go back to the home section and then do the same to other different accounts. All right. So if I don't want to go through the section, I can go through the account and report section. That is the second method. Okay, and then I scroll down and request for my Great Britain pound account. Again, I click on get Great Britain pound foreign account, and the account will be shown to me, all right, as you can see on my screen. And what I can actually do is, if I want to copy the account details to be on the safe side, because sometimes when you're trying to type the details yourself, you could make a mistake. And need me to say this, that this particular Grey application also has a mobile version, so you can actually download the mobile version on Play Store if you're using an Android device, or you can download it on App Store if you're using an iPhone. Okay, so to save yourself from making mistakes, when you are trying to get your account details to send to somebody else who want to send you money for any reason, please avoid just typing them out one after the other. You have the easy way out. Just go ahead to this very section here where it has copy account details. Smash on that button and you get a notification here that the account details has been copied. Head over to the platform where you want to paste or send to the person and paste it right there. And the entire details of the account, from the account name to the account number to any other detail, routing number, whatever you, will be copied and pasted into that section where you have pasted it, and then you can send over to the person. It saves you the stress of making a mistake and getting your money transferred to another account because of a single digit that was omitted. All right. Same thing applies to all other accounts. So right now we have requested for our Naira account, and we can see that we've also requested for our Great Britain pound account, and that is also being processed right now. The reason why Naira was easy to be populated for me is because it is my local currency, because this platform presently is being used in Nigeria. All right, so Naira account is easily populated. If I'm requesting for my Euros account as well, I can just head over and click on request Euros account, and then click on get Euros foreign account, and that would also be brought out for me. So here, right here, you can see I have my account details already populated for me. If I scroll all the way down, I will also see other account details. So right now I have all my account details printed out for me. So what I can actually do is, if I want to use this foreign account to receive money from a client, all I need to do is select the appropriate account that I need to receive currency with. If it's a US dollars account, you want to make sure that you're sending a USD account details. If it is a euros account or euros that you want to receive as a currency, you want to make sure that you're sending your euros bank account details by simply copying the account details and sending it over to the person who you want to receive money from. Okay, so that said, I also need to mention that you can actually use the account details for many application. For instance, you want to link it up with your PayPal. Okay, you can use this to verify your PayPal account. If you have a working PayPal account, if you do not have a working PayPal account, you can reach out through the link in the section of the description of this video. I actually have a course, an elaborate course on how to create a working PayPal account from anywhere in the world, right? Especially those of us who have restrictions in their country. So one of the ways that you can actually verify your working PayPal account is by linking your bank account, foreign bank accounts to your PayPal account. And these are the kind of banks accounts or bank accounts that you can actually link to verify your PayPal account. But another thing that I forgot to mention is the fact that you can actually get your statement of your statement of account from Grey. Okay, very important, because sometimes you're doing something online and you're requested to print out your statement of account. Okay, you can actually use this medium to print out a statement of account for yourself. Simply head over to report and statement, and here you can actually either get your statement of account or get your proof of account, whatever it was or whatever it is that you need. You can actually use this very medium to do that. Okay, get a proof of account. So in this case, to get a proof of account, you just want to select a currency. Okay, a currency that you want to get a proof of account for. If it's naira, euros, or Great Britain pounds, or even US dollars, which you do not have as at this time of recording this video. So if I want a proof of account for my, say, Great Britain pounds, I can just select that, and then I would be able to download a proof of account for myself. All right. Other than that, I can get a statement of account if I have done a couple of transactions, selecting the date that I want the statement to be printed for. And once I am done, I can click on download statement, and that will be done for me. I can either do that using the PDF file or using the CSV file, that's a spreadsheet. So that is how you can either get a statement of account or a proof of your account. Okay, dated in your name, having your address, which you can actually use as document for other need. Okay, so let's head back to home section again. And once we are here, we have covered home, we've covered account and report. Let's look at balances. Balances is very simple, as the name implies. It simply shows you how much you're having in your different account balances. USD, Great Britain, Euro, and Naira. Whatever account balance that you have will be shown right here. And from this section, you can decide what you want to do with your fund: deposit, send, or swap. It's all your choice. You can also either use this method to deposit or use this method to add balance. Either ways works perfectly. The next thing you can actually do is to create an invoice. So let's go to the invoice category. Under the invoice category, for many of us who are freelancers, clients will always request that you send them an invoice so that they have it in their record. Okay, this is where you can actually create an invoice seamlessly, especially if you do not know how to create one. All you need to do is head over to the invoice category here and then click on create a new invoice. What do you want to do quickly? Input your customer's name right here. Okay, and put in any name, say Pio, and then whatever it is, Marcel, anything. All right. And then once you have that imputed, it could be an existing customer. If they do not have a great account, you can add them up if they have not been added into your invoice list. Okay, so again, I'll do that. Click on PO, sell for instance, and I click on add. All right. Once I want to add a new customer, I would have to impute their details right here. Okay, impute their details right here. Say PO here, Marcel, for instance, and then I put in their email, put in their phone number, let it match their country of residence. And once that is done, I will add the customer. Once I've added the customer, I will then type out that customer's name. As soon as I type the customer's name here, the email address will be automatically populated for me. Okay, and then I'll be able to see the invoice right at this section. So here I'll put a title, I'll give a title to the invoice if it is say payment for web design or something. Okay, payment for web design. I'll put in the currency. How much am I expecting from them? Say Great Britain pounds. What is the date of the job that was done? I could say 27th. In this case, then I can come over here and describe the payment that I'm expecting. Okay, or whatever it is. You want to give a breakdown of what you are charging. I could come here and say graphic designers or graphic design flyer. Okay, and then I take how many quantity, just one, or I could say graphic design logo. I could say one quantity. How much was it? I could say £10. Okay, and then it reflects here. If I have more things to type, I click on additional and I will say flyers or banners. Okay, whatever it is, I would write out quantity, how many? I could say 4, and then how much is the price for one. Once I put it there, it would automatically multiply it and give me the result. That is how you write out the breakdown of what you are charging your client. And at the end, you want to also come over here, and if you have a discount for your client, you can put it right here. If you're charging your client for your tax, you can put it right here. Say in our case in Nigeria, it is 7.5%. Okay, 7.5% of tax, or tax rather, sorry about that. It's a percentage. Okay, and what's the percentage? 7.5. 7.5%. Okay, so this is how much that would cost based on what I have imputed here. And once all that is done, you can see you have the payment details right there at the section. So you can just add any additional note if you have any. Okay, and once all that is done, you scroll all the way down and then proceed to review or to preview. And then once you have previewed, you can go ahead and share or download the receipt and forward it to your client. Okay, so this is exactly how you can create an invoice right on your Grey.co account. Okay, I hope this was helpful. The next thing you can actually do is to check out your transaction. If you have had any transaction so far on Grey.co, or you are confused, you want to make reference to your transaction history, this is where you can do that. All you need to do is to select the date that you want to make reference to and what currency it is. You could leave it at all currencies if you do not know exactly what currency you're trying to set your transaction for. I'll come back to virtual cards much later. What we can actually head over back to is beneficiaries, all right? Under beneficiaries, if you remember vividly well, when we are trying to add customers, I remember telling us to save them as you're adding them, okay? So whatever customer you have saved will appear under beneficiaries. What this does for you is to save you the time of having to impute the details and the bank information of the customer. Once you have saved them once, it's automatically saved under beneficiary so that you can easily send money to them in a split second without necessarily having to remember all their bank details afresh, except if the customer wants you to send the fund to a different bank from the one you already have. That is when you can then begin to put in all the details of their bank all afresh. And this is where you can get your referral code and actually refer your friends to use a Grey.co platform if you find it very helpful. Now we can also scroll further down. This is where you can get your profile information. I will not want to click that because that is a confidential information. So once you click on profile, you will get all your contact details as far as it was that you provided on this very platform. Lastly, of course, you cannot log out here. But lastly, what I wanted to mention is the virtual cards. Now, one of the many challenges that freelancers encounter is the fact that they are not able to get a card to either make payment online or make purchase online. Grey.co affords you that ease, okay? Ease of getting a card, a MasterCard that is recognizable and that can be used anywhere in the world. All you need to do is to go to the virtual card category, click on create virtual card. Once you click on that, you want to select based on your country whether it's a virtual card. In this case, virtual card is always available for any country. But if you want a physical card, of course, you'll be charged for these cards. Okay, you want to get to know whether it's available in your country. Presently, a physical card is not available in Nigeria. That is why it's saying coming soon. But I can actually get a virtual card. So if I want a virtual card, I can say get started, and that will take me the process of getting a virtual card. Here it says you will be charged a one-time fee of $1, okay, for the card creation. Also, an additional $2 will be deducted from your balance to fund your card. So to get a virtual card, you actually need minimum of $3 to be able to get a virtual card for yourself. The amount may differ for a physical card because the cost of sending a card down to your country, down to your address will be factored in. But for the virtual card, $3 is all you need to get a virtual card, and you can get a virtual card written in your name, and everything would work fine. You could use it to make purchase online. For those of you who are freelancers, say on Upwork, you want to buy Connect, you can actually use this virtual card to buy Connect, provided that you have funds in them. So this is basically what you can do with your virtual card. If you have that fund, $3 in your in your bank account, you can go ahead and click on yes, create my virtual card, and that will take you through the process. But because I do not have any funds right here, it's showing that I have insufficient funds. Perhaps in another video, I'll show us exactly how to create a virtual card from your Grey.co platform. So yes, guys, this has been a very thorough tutorial on Grey.co platform. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you did, you want to smash on the like button so that other freelancers like yourself could actually stumble on this very resource and then learn one or two from that. If you also are yet to subscribe, you may be amazed if you go through our channel, you see a couple of video content that would be very helpful to your journey, either as a small business person or as a freelancer with specification and Upwork. All right. You want to subscribe to this channel and also turn on the notification bell so that you can always get notified when we roll out videos like this. Again, I hope you found this very educating and helpful for your journey, either as a small business person or as a freelancer. Thank you once again for joining, and I'll see you in another video.